Once it loads. Probably go for a couple hours and then head off from there.
Leave it to me.
So maybe I want to do the daily first.
Leave it to me. Check. Shadow descends. Hopefully this helps. None shall whisper. No mercy. Swift and resolute. Leave it to me. Listen up. Bask in the sunlight. Bird of ever living.
I've done a bit of map clearing and gotten more stuff unlocked, so should be able to teleport to a lot of places more often now. Oh, who's this guy? Tulio, Light of Genesis, please purify these lost souls. Lost souls? Hello, I'm Tulio, a member of the Servitude Hall of the Order of the Deep. Within the realm of Renacida, once the frequency of tacit discord is dispersed, the remaining reverberation, if not collected over time, will gradually be absorbed by the databank of the Genesis Nexus, subsequently becoming a frequency sample for common echoes. Therefore, we believe tacit discords and echoes are essentially the same. Tacit discords are simple wayward fallen divine envoys. The function of the Servitude Hall is to regularly purge the tacit discords around Raguna City, maintain the surrounding safety, and expand the frequency reserves within the Nexus databank. We also believe this will allow tacit discords to receive the Sentinel's initiation and purification, enabling them to return to the embrace of the divine, once again becoming divine envoys to assist humanity. The gorge you're wearing is a reserve terminal. Correct? Oh, don't worry, I'm not here to inspect your terminal. The Servitude Hall oversees distribution of reserve terminals within the region and manages foreign reserve terminals. Your terminal has passed approval and certification, but its unique appearance made it particularly memorable among the applications. I want to remind you that recent tacit discord activities outside Raguna City have increased. If you plan to venture into the wild to collect echoes, please be careful. May the Sentinel bless you. That's a lot for just talking to one guy.
Hopefully this helps.
Raise your glasses! Shout it loud, friends! To us! To the Carnival! And to our very own laureate! A name that echoes through the world, destined to roam the skies before shaking the earth!
Here, here, that's me. I'm gonna go grab coffee.
Don't be fooled by how he looks. Brant is already deep in his cups, drunk as a skunk.
Alright, I'm back.
Oh, let him enjoy himself. The taste of victory is still fresh. And after such a battle, we should celebrate to the fullest. Drink your fill, everyone. This round's on me. I see someone's been eavesdropping.
Looks like we've attracted some unwanted attention.
A devout acolyte wouldn't enter such a place without a good reason. The Montelli family is known for its hospitality, but freeloaders will not find us so welcoming.
Friends, let's keep the mood lively.
Come, let's discuss the information we've gathered so far.
You got it.
During the carnival, you heard the Sentinel's voice and found a girl named Cartathea. We've dug up some information on her. In the Order, every high-ranking acolyte is given a new name. We contacted the acolyte Phoebe. After some digging in the Order's records, she confirmed that before taking on her holy title, the Blessed Fleur-de-Lis was called Cartathea.
So she is the Sentinel's resonator.
But the Blessed Maiden, she martyred herself 20 years ago.
Did the Blessed Maiden suddenly come back from the dead? There must be more to it than that.
The family will uncover the truth. The only remaining clue is the inverted tower you mentioned hearing about from the Sentinel. But even that feels elusive.
Pretty sure I'm the only one who can get to it.
Judging by your expression, you must have discovered something new, right? Do you recall what we learned from the stained glass in the tower ruins? There were two divinities at the dawn of Renacita. If one refers to the Sentinel, then the other, who could stand alongside them, might be the Threnodian. The two are undoubtedly linked, so uncovering one could lead us to the other. Remember Gilberto from the Physalia family? It took a lot to get him to talk, but we finally got some information from him. As he tells it, the Physalia family's long-revered deity is none other than Leviathan, the Threnodian from the sea's depths.
They worship the Threnodian.
It's hard to believe, I know. But recent events have only reinforced what we discovered from the stained glass.
The Physalia family has been on this island since the founding of Renacita. So their worship of the Threnodian may have persisted for centuries.
Guaranteed.
We will attempt to establish contact with the Physalias to build an alliance and gather more intelligence.
You think they'll be willing?
Rest assured, negotiation is what we do best. If necessary, we'll present them with an offer they can't refuse.
That's what I like to hear.
Excuse me for the interruption. Greetings, esteemed guest. The Primus wishes to invite you for a conversation at the Cathedral of Mercury. Would you be so inclined?
This is going to be a trap.
How curious. Since when has the Primus become so interested in social calls?
It could very well be a trap.
I'm merely conveying the Primus's invitation. The choice is yours.
Don't worry, he wouldn't dare do anything to me.
Remember, you're not alone. If anything happens, just let us know.
Very well. Please follow me to the Cathedral of Mercury.
Cathedral of Mercury time. Ride the ring ray. The Cathedral of Mercury option. It's optional, ain't it?
Hopefully this helps.
A little gaudy for Primus, huh?
Never before have I seen a day so steeped in both shadow and light. The birds sing, the flowers bloom, yet this world knows neither true joy nor eternity.
Kids like you should be burning in hell. Just all I could think of.
Come closer, righteous one. There's no need for hesitation. I am Fenrico, the Primus of the Order of the Deep. Your deeds have reached my ears, and I have long wished to meet you. Alas, the burdens of this world delayed our meeting until now. I beg your pardon for the wait. Please accept my respect for you. You and your troop have shown great talent and ambition, breathing new life into Raguna.
Why do I feel like most of your words are bullshit?
I ask you to deliver this message to your companions. From this day forth, the troop shall have permanent rights to perform within the city. All mortals stumble, but through pilgrimage, they have cleansed their souls and atoned for their transgressions. They have earned their right to return to this divinely blessed land.
Uh-huh.
I understand that questions weigh on your heart. In the presence of a just divinity, speak freely, and I will answer with all the honesty I possess. By the great Sentinel Imperator, I swear to you, there shall be no deceit in my words.
It's a high name to swear upon.
You have walked a path similar to theirs. Indeed, you have the right to meet them. However, due to the Dark Tide 2 decades ago, the Sentinel's body was gravely wounded and remains in a state of recovery.
Like Hue, or Hue, or how we say their name.
If you wish to meet them, I will convey your request. I see the thirst for truth in your eyes. It is clear that doubts still linger in your heart. Please, voice your concerns.
Tell me about the blessed Fleur-de-Lis. Fleur-de-Lis? What was it?
Fleur-de-Lis.
Fleur-de-Lis.
She was the emissary of the Sentinel, and we are grateful for her contributions. 20 years ago, during the Dark Tide, she sacrificed herself to seal the calamity. She fulfilled her duties in this world and returned to the divine embrace.
Hate to tell you this, but she's back.
Do you know how the Dark Tide came into being? In Renacita, wars were waged in the name of faith, tearing apart the Sentinel as our faith divided, weakening their divine power. The Dark Tide's true essence is the divine blood shed from the Sentinel's wounds. That tragic past left deep scars, and with their divine power drained, they could not prevent the Dark Tide's surge 20 years ago. The Blessed Maiden chose to martyr herself. She once again resonated with the Sentinel and, through her sacrifice, restored some of their divine power, bringing an end to the Dark Tide. Yet, the Sentinel remains in a state of healing and still requires a mortal representative. Following the Blessed Maiden's departure, I was granted new authority to cleanse the aftermath of the Dark Tide. I received the divinity's blessing and became a new enlightened one. By their will, I fulfill the tasks left unfinished in this world. Therefore, we must unify all beliefs, ensuring the purity and unity of our will to prevent another tragedy.
Reflect on the Blessed Maiden's second resonance with the Sentinel.
He said she once again resonated with the Sentinel. Was that really a second resonance awakening? Sentinel Jue had a trial with Jin Shi, but my permission was needed to transfer the Sentinel's power.
You're hiding things from me. Told you.
I swear, my words are without
No, they're
deceit.
not.
I see in your eyes that you have walked further on the path of justice than I anticipated. Oh, dear Sentinel, please forgive my transgressions.
Oh, you're gonna try and kill me.
The Dark Tide brought us a blood-stained lesson. To keep our people from faltering, I bound myself to silence, locking away what I witnessed on that fateful day. Fleur-de-Lis, the unrighteous, deceived us all. She was not the Blessed Maiden chosen by the Sentinel. The true Maiden has yet to reveal herself.
Oh, that's a good one. Where did her power to seal the Dark Tide come from?
You must know that a being capable of rivaling our divinity exists in this world. Humanity's eternal adversary, the evil of all civilizations, the Threnodian.
So she used Leviathan. Okay.
As the Sentinel has their resonator, so does the Threnodian. Fleur-de-Lis was shaped, both body and spirit, by our ancient enemy. Her actions were intended to plunge this city into fear and chaos. This is the truth I witnessed. Fleur-de-Lis was the Threnodian's resonator.
Okay, but did she save you guys?
In the presence of the just divinity, I swear by the great sentinel Imperator, there will be no deceit in my words.
Oh good, I just lost
We
things.
must create a land that aligns with the sentinel's vision. We must purge this land of individuals who stray from the righteous path to ensure that our collective will remains unified and pure.
Bullshit.
However, we honor the deeds of Napoli II, the founding primus, and offer those who have strayed a chance for atonement. The pilgrim's sail follows Napoli's path. He too once endured this arduous journey, yet emerged victorious, earning an audience with the Sentinel. The trials are not mere sufferings, but steps toward redemption. The penitent who confront the trials with sincerity will be allowed to return to the divine's embrace. In the presence, I swear by the great sentinel Imperator,
Why do you oppose the Carnival?
that unity is our shield, bound by the law of eternal continuity. Though we revel in the joy of the Carnival, we must also be vigilant, for division is a chronic disease plaguing this city. The growing indulgence among our citizens has already invited divine punishment. We, as stewards of divine will, must guide the people, erecting barriers of reason against the floods of passion. This is the only way to withstand the ever-changing tides. In the present, I swear by the great sentinel Imperator.
Why did you work with the Fraxidus?
We uphold the sentinel's principles of justice. The gates to our divine land remain open to all who seek it. This is a city of inclusiveness, welcoming all visitors, including those who try to overstep their bounds. These charlatans misled our people with lies and flattery, diverting them from the divine will. But your timely intervention corrected their course, sparing them from a ruinous fate. Once again, I offer my sincerest gratitude.
I think you're pissed I helped them. And you're trying to put on a show here, being like, oh, la-di-da, I'm telling you lies. And it's a trap so I can get you. Healing? For me? I'll take it. I don't know what I did besides save the city.
How can that be? That blessed maiden. Could she really be the Threnodian's resonator? What if the Primus's words were a bunch of baloney? But we saw Cardathia following the Sentinel's instructions. They wouldn't mix up their own resonator, right? Now my head hurts. Who was she really with? The Sentinel or the Threnodian?
He definitely seemed like he was hiding something important.
Well, probably won't get any more answers from him.
All the clues we've gathered so far point to the Threnodian, and the Phasalia family worships the Threnodian. We'll have to wait for Carlotta to arrange an audience with them. Something tells me this Carnival is just the beginning. There's more ahead. I'm sure of it.
And we might have to end up arguing with the Fraxidus at some point. Or we dissolve the Praxedis, who knows?
Frolova, you do have a knack for indulging in pointless little chores.
Why, there's no rule against an actor making good use of the intermission. Besides, I haven't disrupted your arrangement, have I? The one from a faraway land who discerns the truth dares to raise their sword against the divine. In response, the slumbering gods break free from their shackles, revealing their true forms.
How's this prophecy regarding me?
The possibility of the second resonance awakening is now a certainty, so we just need to see if that special resonator truly exists. Was the Blessed Maiden a resonator for the Sentinel or the Threnodian? Or both? If so... Oh. A resonator capable of wielding both powers. I am eager to see how this story ends.
I knew he was with them.
Cristoforo, if you don't want to spoil the next act, I might have to give your carefully crafted plot a little nudge. Speaking of which, that rover shines brighter than anyone else in your play. Do you find her interesting as well?
Frolova, it seems we walk different paths. I don't share your fondness for that sort of puppet theater. I merely place the characters on their stage and they act out their fates, driven by their own volition. To remain courageous amidst absurdity. To pursue a spark of divine grace. This, to me, is the truest essence of humanity. Don't you think? Even the most pristine cadence of death pales beside the untamed, fervent, and tenacious spirits of the living. In their journey, they resolutely overcome all obstacles. They pursue, they tear, they burn, simply because they desire to. I think you should leave your secluded mansion. Take a walk and listen to the voices scattered across the world.
Perhaps. From Huanglong to Rinasita, she has indeed added a few unexpectedly beautiful notes to my symphony.
I am certain that, even without any direction, she will walk the path that destiny has laid before her. All things ascend toward a singular point of convergence, and what awaits at the end is immortality. Before the tides of fate, we are all but humble servants.
Still nowhere near finding him.
Hello? Do you mind dropping by the Strand when you have time? Ren and Bartolino are away, and they put me in charge of the welcoming proceedings. I'm feeling a bit nervous about it. Part of me just wants to crawl into my box. Harrow is always stressed out because of me.
You literally interrupted.
I tend to fumble with words when talking to people. I'm worried I won't do a good job accommodating everyone. If the laureate herself were here, I wouldn't be so nervous. It would make things easier. So, as our new laureate, we need your help.
Why am I doing this when I could just teleport using this? We're doing main story and that's it. I'm not going to do side stuff.
You there, Abster?
What's up?
It's taking longer for Abby to react.
Hey, there's nothing to worry about. I'm just a little beat, that's all. Oh, earlier, when I was half asleep, I came up with this great idea for finding the Sentinel.
Oh, you did?
Let's hear it.
Didn't the Sentinels say they're locked up in some kind of tower in the sky? Well, how about I just fly up there and look for it? Easy as pie.
The tower is either too far to see, or it's totally covered by clouds. Otherwise, we would have seen some sign of it on the ground. In the shape you're in, are you sure you could fly that far?
Hey, come on! It won't hurt to try. The cliff at Eglet Town would be a perfect launch pad.
Yeah, as far as crazy ideas go, that's really crazy, but I'll try it.
Wind guide me.
Who's this?
Music itself holds no emotion. It's the heart that grants it meaning. So, dear listener, tell me, what feelings did my piece evoke in you?
Was I Wana's voice actor? Relaxation and warmth.
A very valuable insight. Thank you. That brings me closer to completing my piece. Salutations, Rover. My name is Dracona, a wandering bard. I'm glad to have met you.
You're looking for me?
I was sent by Lady Carlotta to find you. As I passed that abandoned house, I suddenly felt this... well, you know, rush of inspiration that just can't be ignored. So I stopped to compose a piece. Surprise, surprise, the melody led me right to you. Well, I suppose this won't count as me getting distracted, right?
If Carlotta asked you to find me, has something happened?
Lady Carlotta told me you encountered the supposed martyred maiden, Cartathea. She dispatched search teams soon after, but there's been no sign of Cartathea since. That's why she asked me to use my forte to recreate the frequency you experienced at the time. To see if any details you might have missed become clearer.
Recreate the frequency?
Well, it's a little tricky to explain in words. Think of it like being in an immersive portrait. Can you tell me about your meeting with Cartathea? The more details, the better. Even the smallest things count.
Well, she looked elven. Tall, had blonde hair. Walked on water.
Let's see here. Tweak a few notes here. Some emotions there. Textures. That should do it. Now then, Rover. Time for you to tune in to your memories.
Oh boy. Oh, I thought it was going to make me do the minigame.
Tune into my memories. Does that mean I'm supposed to see the past from another perspective?
Laureate. Our tacit marks are glowing again. It appears there is a special connection between them. What is the meaning of this?
Someone used their resonance ability to help me relive this moment, but this seems unexpected.
How did you first come to notice me?
The Sentinel. Imperator's voice guided me to you.
You heard the Sentinel's voice? Then tell me, am I their resonator?
That I don't
Well,
know.
Imperator called you the Lost, and Primus Fenrico claims you are the resonator for Leviathan, the Thrunodian. But you really don't have any idea?
I've actually been searching for the answer to this question too. My memories are fragmented. I remember becoming a resonator, and the moment I was given the name Fleur-de-Lis. I also remember fighting something, but the details and the outcome of that battle are lost to me. You seem deeply concerned about the Sentinel. Tell me, why is that?
You rang? Whoa! Check it out! Our frequencies got split apart.
Wait, what do you mean?
Basically, we're sorta in that hover mode you once joked about. Nothing new to me, though.
This must be the frequency that's entangled within you. Is it some kind of echo?
You can sense Abby?
Yes. I'm experiencing a similar kind of frequency split. Though there is little that remains of my resonance powers. I feel its frequency weakening. I understand why you're eager to find the Sentinel. You said you heard the Sentinel's voice. Was there anything else they said?
They spoke of being ensnared in an inverted tower suspended in the sky.
Ensnared? Does that mean behind the seals there's... I'm sure you've noticed that I was drawn here only as a frequency. My true form currently resides inside an inverted sonorosphere, suspended high in the sky. At its center stands a tower, its gate locked by 3 seals. I've sensed a voice calling out to me from behind them. Could it be the Sentinel?
Say, it's really faint, so I barely noticed earlier. Is that a Thrunodian smell I'm getting from you?
The scent of a Thrunodian. You can perceive the Thrunodian.
It's not an exact one-to-one with that big Ovathraxula meatball I had. But I'd never mix up a flavor I've already tasted.
Abby has a nose for these sort of things. We came across Thrunodian powers before in Jinzhou. So it's safe to say Abby can be trusted.
Do you think I'm the Threnodian's resonator.
If we're making assumptions, let's err on the optimistic side first. Given your current situation, it is possible you were affected by the Threnodian's powers during your battle alongside Imperator. That could be the reason behind losing all your power, too.
I take it this theory would benefit you as well. After all, that unique echo of yours needs the Sentinel's powers for treatment, does it not? Even in adventure tales, it's not always the witch who loses her memory. It could also be a blessed maiden, trying to regain her powers. In that case, it appears we share the same goal of finding the Sentinel. Spending so much time alone in the Sonorosphere gave me plenty of time to consider countless possibilities. I've braced myself for whatever may come until I find the answers I'm seeking.
I want to know what's going on with Imperator in that tower. And I want to speak with you in person. How can I reach your Sonorosphere?
A part of the Sonorosphere is actually on land, though its outer perimeter is surrounded by a barrier.
Of course it is.
I cannot leave, and no one can enter.
Just break it open.
I'm afraid that won't do. That barrier also acts as the power source that maintains the Sonorosphere's integrity. If it's destroyed, the entire sphere will collapse.
Gosh, no bueno.
And the ruins, along with the tacit discords it houses, would come crashing down on Raguna. It would be catastrophic.
Yeah, we don't want that.
You said no one can get in. Has anyone tried?
Yes. I've occasionally sensed someone wandering outside the barrier, as if searching for a way inside. Perhaps they know something.
Any distinguishing features?
Almost like a deep-sea jellyfish. I wasn't able to get a clear look. I can only describe the feeling I got from her as a resonator. It would seem this resonance ability can only last for so long.
I'll look for a way to find this person you mentioned.
Something tells me you will keep your promise. No matter the outcome, this may be my chance to find the answers I've been looking for.
And mine.
Rover? Rover? Oh, thank goodness. You're finally awake. How are you feeling? Any headache? Tingling feet? Upset stomach? Phew. I tried everything, but you just wouldn't wake up. I thought you were...
Dead?
Wait a second. Did you actually fall asleep listening to my music? Oh. It kind of breaks my heart to know you reacted like that when it wasn't even a lullaby.
No, it was really helpful.
Helpful for your sleeping troubles, hmm? Wow. So my forte created a special connection that led to some unexpected developments. The girl, is she friend or foe? What truths lie behind the seal? And who is that mysterious wandering figure? I have a feeling this is going to be a very exciting song. I'll pass this information on to Lady Carlotta. So, what do you plan to do next?
Pardon the intrusion, my lady. My name is Sebastian. As per milady's instructions, I have been entrusted with the honor of inviting you to the Phasalia estate for a discussion.
Oh, of course.
The Phasalia family? The one that's likely worshipping a Threnodian?
Why does she want to talk with me?
Milady has expressed a desire to clear up some unfortunate misunderstandings that occurred previously.
Tell her I accept the invitation, but at a later time.
I will convey your message to Milady.
Didn't expect the head of the Phasalia family to come looking for you. Especially while they're still in the middle of negotiations with Lady Carlotta.
It's because everybody wants me.
She's just as unpredictable as the rumors say.
Tell me about these rumors.
I suppose you would want to know more about her before taking up her invitation, hmm? She's known to be a recluse, and rarely makes public appearances. No one outside the family even knows her real name. They just call her the head of the Phasalia family.
That's probably the head of the
Quite a
Fraxinus.
few rumors. Which one would you like to hear first? I have Shadow of the Ancient, Lady Bane, or maybe Entangler of Hearts.
They all sound like clickbait titles to me.
Hello, that's why they're called rumors. I'm just doing my due diligence by being faithful to the source material. So, ready to dive right in?
Give me a quick summary, I'll get into the details later.
Well, long story short, the Phasalia family was one of the first to set foot on these islands and establish order in Renacita. Their lineage even predates the Order of the Deep, and their craft of extracting toxins from aquatic plants is a legacy passed down through generations. Word is, they select the new head of household by having candidates ingest each other's poisons and wait to see who's still breathing when it's all over.
What?
Stories about the current head of the Phasalias get even wilder. They say she didn't go through the usual selection process. Instead, she took the throne by poisoning her predecessor. Others say she's a master in the art of manipulation, drowning her victims in hallucinations until they agree to her terms without even realizing it.
Only the bad stuff, huh?
In any case, the Phasalia family aside, she's someone you definitely want to handle with care. If you're set on meeting her, I'd be extra careful if I were you.
The way she describes the head of Phasalia reminds me of how Cardathea spoke about the wandering figure by the barrier. Can't rule out the possibility that they're the same person. Looks like I'll need to pay her a visit.
Maybe Phoebe is the head of the family. That would make so much sense. And I'm doing it again.
Hello. I received Chacona's memo. To think the head of the Phasalias approached you when I was still in negotiations with her emissaries. Was it meant to be a diversion all along? They invited you and you alone. As a Montelli, I'm in no position to intervene. That being said, if the Physalias try anything against you, I'll get you out. Even if it means storming through their front gates. In the meantime, I'll keep looking for more information and the person Thea mentioned to you. I'll call you as soon as I find anything.
Got it.
Pretty sure it's just a talk.
Wind guide me.
Now, if you'll please just follow me.
Hello, Sebastian. One blue and the other's red. Oh, it's not Phoebe.
One moment, please. I shall inform Milady of your arrival.
That won't be necessary. To keep our honored guest waiting would be most improper. Especially when it was I who extended the invitation. Cantarella Physalia, 36th matriarch of the Physalia family. I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. Honorable Laureate, the new crown of the Carnival.
Have you seen my crown by chance? Oh, yes.
The laurel is a gift of the divinity. What claim have I to crown one as distinguished as yourself?
Sorry, that was a bad joke.
I should be the one to apologize for not understanding our guest's attempt at lightening the mood.
Just Rover will do.
Very well. You may also call me Cantarella. Now,
I'll call her Cantaloupe
shall we
Lady.
proceed to my study?
Alright, Cantaloupe, we'll go. But first...
Wind guide me.
It's already going to lead to disaster if they have macros like this in here.
Won't you have a seat? I hope you'll accept this tea as my way of apologizing for the incident with Gilberto. Members of the family may have troubled you, but there is no stain that can't be washed away. Every sorrow has its own way of fading, don't you think? You still hold a grudge. Won't you accept my apology?
You are meeting with me, and I want to know about the Threnodian.
This tea, is it from Jinzhou? I invited you here to ask that you might serve as a mediator. Before we get into that, there's something I want to know. I imagine it concerns the Visalia family's true beliefs. It would seem Gilberto's mind is beyond saving. But let's not dwell on that. What is your opinion on the current state of Raguna?
Peaceful in a way that feels wrong.
So you've noticed something is amiss? As expected, from someone who's felt the weight of a Threnodian invasion firsthand. And what exactly do you find most unsettling?
Why haven't the Threnodian and the Sentinel ever shown themselves?
Because the Threnodians' invasion of Raguna has long since concluded. The Threnodian, so named Leviathan, possesses the power to merge and assimilate. It uses distorted beliefs to spread a spiritual plague that slowly devours civilizations from within. Though the previous 2 attempts were thwarted, the tall mast of the galleon that is Raguna has already been snapped in half. Now the blissfully ignorant masses walk hand in hand toward an abyss they cannot see. Friend or foe? As a newcomer to this land, can you really tell them apart?
Not really at this point. Are you implying the Order worships the Threnodian? Well, that's what I'm getting out of this. You want to talk, given how strange your family's been acting. Yeah, I don't think she was aware.
And no. On one hand, there's the truth of the Order's beliefs. On the other, there's our family. The Threnodian doesn't take kindly to those who know the truth. We've always been under its whispers. Once the soul fractures, the mind will follow, until only a puppet remains. Now that we've come this far, there's nothing for me to hide. My only hope is that once you learn everything, you will carefully consider my request.
Sure, tell me it all.
Come. The truth you seek lies in the deepest part of the castle.
Man, I hate games. Ugh.
It's thick with dust. Hard to believe they're truly worshipping it.
Curious about that statue. It represents the unbroken friendship between the Phasaelius and the Order. But in the eyes of outsiders, it is more a symbol of...
The aroma from these plants. It's the same scent that was in the study.
These are violacas. This is it. Are you prepared?
Yes.
Nope, I'm running away. Bye.
Now that we're here, I'm afraid I can't let you leave. Even if you want to.
How'd you know I was going to do that? What is the purpose? It looks so out of place on that side. That upsets me. Do we have a sword in the stone situation here? resonating
Just
with it.
as I expected. The Threnodian took notice of you the moment you learned the truth. What you see in the sanctuary is the Sentinel in their true form. A majestic steed that galloped with the wind, not a creature of the ocean's depths. The Order worships a half-horse, half-sea creature divinity, a form the Sentinel assumed only after being corrupted by the Threnodian. Although
Okay,
the
so they're
Sentinel's
2 and
will
1.
has yet to fade, who knows how much longer they can endure. I wish to ask you to persuade the Sentinel of Jinzhou, Jue, to come to Renacita, to save Imperator.
That's much easier said than done.
In return, I will agree to whatever condition or request you make.
Join my team now. Yeah, Rue is still in the middle of recovery.
I understand the position you are in. Word has it that you're currently staying at a hotel and are at odds with the Order. Perhaps a stay at my estate would suit you for the remainder of your time in Renacita. I can offer you a glimpse into Renacita's past, and you'd be spared the Order's unwelcome attention.
There might still be a path forward. Carlotta once helped me interpret some stained glass images. The story it told was very similar to what you described, only more biased towards the Order. It mentioned a maiden who would emerge as the Sentinel's resonator and later save Renacita. Do you think that's also a lie?
Care to elaborate? The part regarding the maiden isn't entirely fiction. The Sentinel does indeed appoint a maiden to be their resonator, though not in the way the Carnival would have you believe. No. It's through resonance with a very particular artifact.
That's not how Rue found their resonator.
That's because Imperator wields the power to split and manipulate space. With it, they can withdraw a portion of power. That power's frequency will match the Imperator's own. This is how the Sword of Divinity, Turvin, came to be. A blade sealed with the very powers of the Sentinel, and
Phoebe.
the artifacts
This is bringing
used
Phoebe all over.
to select their resonator. To resonate with the sword is to resonate with the Sentinel. Only the Chosen One may hope to draw it.
Then what about Cardathea?
The martyred maiden. The nature of her resonance is unclear to me. Perhaps she resonated with the Threnodian, or perhaps with the Sentinel in its corrupted form. But choosing her could not have been the Sentinel's will. That's because the maiden was already dead.
Are you saying the real maiden was already chosen?
In the past, each year the Phasalia family would hold the divine trials to select those with the strongest will. These young women would attempt to resonate with Turvin's powers. While overclocked, of course. Though none succeeded, some saw fragments of the truth hidden within the resonance. I was one of them. There was a moment where I glimpsed the Sentinel's corrupted form and the inverted ruins suspended in the sky. I also learned that only Turvin can break the barrier of that sonorosphere. When I awoke from that vision, I discovered a line of words inscribed onto my hand. I would never mistake my own handwriting. That is precisely why I'm searching for other possibilities. The words were, "The maiden is dead.
An inverted ruin suspended in the sky. Her and Cardathia's descriptions bear many similarities. If Turvin is the key to entering the Sonaro sphere, it stands to reason that Imperator may have played a role in the sphere's creation. If I can confirm that Turvin was truly left by Imperator, at least it would prove that neither are lying. Cantarella said she was overclocking when she tried resonating with Turvin. That's exactly what happened with Jinshi. Could Imperator be trying to restore their power through a second awakening? If that's the case, my permission should cause a reaction. That's one way to confirm what they're saying.
Can I get a closer look at the sword?
By all means. Rover, who are you really?
Joy calls me the Arbiter.
The Sentinel's arbiter?
Well, I have some information and theories of my own. Care to hear them?
Please, enlighten me. I would never have imagined someone already considered a martyr could still be alive. What surprises me even more is the connection you have with the Sentinel. We Thessalians revere Imperator as our one true divinity. And yet, here you stand, the arbiter of the Sentinel. Would it be more fitting to address you as Master? Then, I present my request once more. Are you willing to help rescue our Sentinel and pull Renacita back from the brink of chaos?
I have my own reasons for finding the Imperator. We have a deal.
Turvin can only serve its purpose while in your hands. You should have it.
Excuse me.
The only question now is how we reach Cardathia and Imperator's Sonaro sphere.
We can discuss it on the way.
So you are the one that Cardathia sensed wandering outside the Sonaro sphere.
A question that you already know the answer to. Why bother asking? Although being described as a jellyfish. There is a cable car in the lower levels of the Phasalia estate that leads directly to the sonorosphere. The mechanism beside that wall can activate the lifts.
Are all these mechanisms really necessary?
Convenience isn't the only reason for having them. Some were specifically built in case an outsider decided to visit.
Like me. Essentially.
Why do the Phasalias have a cable car that leads directly to the Sonorosphere?
Before it became a sonorosphere, it was a seminary known as the Avenolium. The martyred maiden once pursued her studies there. A superficial harmony needed to be maintained between the Phasalias and the Order, and this underground cable car was intended to send scions of the family to school. The elevator is merely a later addition I had built for easy access. You seem perturbed. Are you still gathering your thoughts?
Everything that's happened has all lined up so perfectly. It makes me think it's too good to be true.
I'd like to share a different perspective. Rivers eventually converge into the same ocean. If a goal is mutual, then it's only a matter of time before they meet. Our choices and our will have led us to this situation, not the wishes of fate.
Huh. You are quite different from what the rumors say.
Oh. And what rumors have you heard?
That you're a recluse? A mystic obsessed with the crafting of poison. Oh, and that you poisoned your predecessor. Those kinds of rumors.
A recluse? On the contrary, I've been searching for a solution to the Sentinel's plight, and rarely return to Renacita. After most of my leads fell short, a friend at Mingting in Huanglong introduced me to the stories they were telling of you.
A friend?
All the affairs of Huanglong states eventually land in one person's hands. Would you care to take a guess at the identity of this friend of mine?
I'm gonna guess the head of,
Why not put the other rumors to rest?
Because the rest of them are all true. I see it'll take more than that to rattle you, huh? I assure you, this is no jest. We Phasalias have lived under the Threnodians' whispers for generations. Once the soul fractures, the mind will follow, until only a puppet remains. When the soul of the ruling head falters, Phasalia tradition dictates that the successor usher them into eternal slumber, with a poison of their own making. My succession ritual? Well, an unforeseen incident gave rise to whispers that sparked those rumors.
How long has this been going on?
For centuries. Every generation.
Damn.
Outside, they call me the Bane, but historically every head of the Phasalia family has carried such a title. It just so happens that I am the most potent one yet. We've reached the old seminary's undercrypt. The gateway into the sonorosphere itself lies at its center. We shall continue on foot from here. Sink into the endless deep.
So she does have a jellyfish, yep. Let's see why she was called a jellyfish. Weirdo.
Strange. This area was clear of tacit discords in my last visit. And there's no tacit field nearby. Could they have come from the Sonora spheres?
Didn't think there would be gull puffs here.
Interesting. I've never seen such little creatures before. Would you mind sparing a few for me?
I better not ask what she plans to do with them.
Engulfed by sea's venom. The road ahead will not be an easy one.
What exactly happened here?
The second dark tide. It occurred right here at the Avenolium, the largest seminary ever built by the Order. It arrived on the very day the Blessed Maiden passed her trials and was crowned by the Order. A day when the leaf burned brighter than ever, and when the darkness came, none escaped. These days, what most people remember is the seminary disappearing into the sky. But in truth, the dark tide that should have spread across Rinascita vanished along with it. Yet due to a lack of records, the second dark tide slowly faded from memory. I was there when it all happened, still an ordinary member of the family, watching it unfold from a boat just outside the seminary. It wasn't until later, when I attempted to resonate with Turvin, that I gained a partial glimpse of the Sonorosphere's interior.
Sounds like someone inside the seminary did something to stop the spread.
Precisely. It could very well have been Cartithir's doing, but, as with the first time, there's also the chance it was the Sentinel who turned the tide. I can sense the conflict within you, the temptation to trust your name. But it's best to keep those thoughts to yourself, for now. For the Threnodian knows where the heart is weakest, and it is there it strikes the hardest.
Nice.
The tides have whispered of...
Nice pick. You won't regret choosing Alto's service.
Perfect.
Make this quick. I have experiments underway.
Let's read.
Why has let me be there?
Time for enough, hopefully.
No.
Nice.
No.
Hope time for another adventure?
The tides have whispered of your arrival.
Dear Clorinda, it's been a while. I hope you've been enjoying your time in Rinascita. Oh, right.
Nice pick. You won't regret choosing. Nice.
Perfect.
Make this quick.
Sometimes I get a little carried away and
I should try to smile more, you say?
Like this? The gateway into the Sonorosphere is just on the other side of this bridge. This is the furthest I've ever managed to venture. Judging from the bits of information the Sentinel gave me, Hervin is the key to entering the Sonorosphere. And who can wield the Sword of Divinity but a blessed maiden?
But you
You have come. Greetings. I'm Cartathea, and you are?
Cantarella Phasalia.
Oh, a Phasalia. It seems your ties with the Order are more complicated than they appear.
I had the privilege of watching the Blessed Maiden's performance at the Carnival once. I'm rather surprised. After all this time, you still look exactly as you did that day. But you and I should be around the same age.
I'm also unsure of what's happened to me. I've been searching for answers. This must be the sword of divinity. Turvin. The one with the Sentinel's powers sealed within.
You shouldn't have knowledge of this sword.
Memories flowed into my mind just as you entered the Sonorosphere, granting me information about the sword's origins.
Cantarella said that only those who resonate with Turvin are granted glimpses of its knowledge.
Would you mind if I tried touching it? The question of whose resonator I am is now perfectly clear. If I am not the Sentinel's resonator, then that must mean...
Don't jump to conclusions just yet. That doesn't prove you're the Threnodian's resonator, nor that you aid its cause.
Huh?
Things are more complicated than you expected.
This connection formed between the Sentinel and the Threnodian, the second Dark Tide, and the forming of this Sonorosphere.
Right now, you're the sole survivor of whatever happened that day. You really don't remember anything?
As you spoke, I remembered a few more things. There are 2 other swords.
What?
The Sword of Discord, Hogness, and the Sword of Virtue, Haltia.
You remember the 3 pedestals as well?
Yes. Did you see them too? Placing the 3 swords on their respective pedestals should break the seal of the main tower. But why would this information be revealed to me now? Is this the Threnodians' doing?
If we do nothing, we'll never get any answers. Instead of speculating, we should use the clues we've gathered so far.
Lady Maiden.
Please, Cartathea would suffice. I am but a fake after all.
I've waited for this moment. This chance to save the Sentinel. And my family. I will not turn back, even if this does turn out to be a trap. If the thought of the final answer troubles you, then I suggest you step aside. Rover and I will take care of this matter.
Since you are willing to overlook the possibilities of a trap, then there's no reason for me to worry and turn away. I underestimated your resolve. I'm sorry.
So how do we get up there?
Simply place Turvin on the pedestal behind me, and this tower will elevate itself.
What you said to Cartathea back there...
Rather effective on someone of her personality. Wouldn't you agree?
She's a manipulator.
Are you all right? The gravity that occupies this space is the opposite of what you're used to. It took me some time to get used to it too.
Why is this place upside down?
I believe it's to prevent them from falling to the ground.
Them? Tacit discords.
Tacit discords, the Dark Tide, and these ruins themselves.
Yeah, that would destroy all of Renacida.
I imagine it's also a symbolic reminder that our beliefs have been turned on their head. This view matches with what I saw at the time.
Until you get used to the gravity here, I suggest we travel via phone.
Oh.
It's the name I gave to a gondola.
Okay, that's cool. Damn, that's trippy.
Break.
Wind guide me.
Oh.
This gondola only has 2 seats.
Oh dear. I completely forgot about this.
Greed will get you punished,
Can
you
we make
know.
room for one more?
I'm afraid Foam would refuse that suggestion.
The 2 of you can go on ahead.
look distracted. Still thinking about what Cantarella said about fearing answers?
My powers are very weak, and many tacit discords roam the sonorosphere. Thus, I've been limited in the areas I can explore. All I can do is sit here, lost in thought, trying to figure out who I am.
Are you afraid of knowing the answer?
We'll be arriving at the first water ice soon. A few details, if you don't mind.
Feeling nervous?
Of course. The last time I tried to pass it like this... Where were my manners? I can assure you that won't happen again. As for the rest of the way, I see it clearly now. Vines, over there. And that statue.
I can feel strong remnant energy coming from it.
The Order's remnant spark must be inside the statue. Legends speak of how the first Primus used it to purify the first Dark Tide. I see now. The lingering remnants of the Dark Tide must be trapping the spark. To release it, we'll need to clear away the remaining remnants binding it. Once we have the remnant spark, we can use it to burn through the vines.
If the Threnodian created the Dark Tide, maybe Abby can absorb it.
Abby is still unwell. Perhaps we shouldn't burden it further. More Dark Tide remnants. Good thing there isn't much. Leave it to me. Don't worry. This much I can still handle.
Vines formed from remnants of the Dark Tide entangle the hovering statues. Use Cardathea's abilities to purify the statues. Purify nearby statues to clear the corruption of connected statues. The vines block foam's path forward, locating these remnant sparks to clear the way. Throw the remnant spark of the vines to purify them. Going.
The vines are remnants of the Dark Tide. Foe won't be able to cross through them. Let's disembark here and find... This calibrator seems to be operational. One moment. That should do it. Why don't you give it a try?
Cardathea infuses the gravity calibrator with special energy. Use the gravity calibrator to change gravity direction, enabling access to unreachable areas. Press the direction indicator along the wheel to change the gravity. The yellow indicator shows the direction. Guided by Cardathea, the gravity calibrator will emit different colored lights based on the direction of gravity. It will glow blue when aligned with normal gravity, yellow when gravity is inverted, green when gravity is oriented sideways.
It's turning. Rotate the gravity calibrator to change the direction of the gravity's pull. If we use this, we should be able to reach areas we previously couldn't.
Dude. 100% they're gonna come to
Leave
life.
it to me. Disperse. Ha! Hopefully this helps. Break. Ha! 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 No hesitation. Ha! Strike from the shadows. Ha! Ha! I sense. Hopefully this helps.
Hurry. We need to purify the other statues before the Dark Tide's corruption returns.
Where is it?
Wind guide me.
Sounds like Foam's getting impatient. Let's head back.
An unexpected discovery. Seems like a new discovery. Seems like a new discovery. Remnants of the past. Seems like a new discovery. Wind guide me. Cherish every gain. Hopefully this helps. Moment of resonance. Strike from the shadows. No hesitation.
I'm back.
One more time. I sense your weakness. Hopefully this helps. Seems like a new discovery. An unexpected discovery. Leave it to me. No hesitation. Hopefully this helps. The end has come. I sense your weakness. Strike from the shadows.
hour is upon us. Disperse.
Did you feel any discomfort while we were clearing out the remnants?
Nothing out of the ordinary. I felt fine. I suppose this alone is not enough to determine whose resonator I am.
You've helped a lot. Don't worry about that for now.
Thanks to Foam's awesome sailing ability, you can ride up waterfalls to reach areas with different gravity orientations.
Another water ice is coming up. You planning to hold on to something?
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
Wind guide me.
Whether it's... Most of the contents have been lost, only the preface remains relatively intact. You'll easily pick out students from the Phasalia family at the seminary. Not because there are many of them, but because they simply stand out. Phasalia students tend to be brooding and solitary, always slightly apart from the energy around them, just as people from Ragusa expect them to be. Amongst students, rumors circulate that the Phasalias poison their own meals to build resistance, that they travel via an underground cable car, and that they swim like fish. Only one of these is untrue. Still, the fact that people believe them shows how deep prejudice runs, even here at Avenolium, where elites from all corners gather. I'm not from the Phasalia family myself, but I have befriended several. These Avenolium-based Phasalians live closer to the family's ancient mission than most of their kin. As our bond deepened, a question began to take root in me, growing into an uncontrollable curiosity. Why does this venerable, illustrious family endure society's slander without protest? They no longer argue. They keep their silence. Only in their troubled dreams might you catch a whisper, broken phrases, hinting at the truth behind the veil. What are the Phasalias hiding? Or rather, what have they been carrying? The events and interviews collected in this book have been recorded with the consent of those involved, with sensitive details omitted. If by the end of this book you find yourself with a different understanding of the Phasalias, then this work will have served its purpose. Weathered Stell? Makes me wonder if I missed one back here.
An unexpected discovery. By the way, you said the inverted gravity is to stop the dark tide from descending into the city? But all we've seen so far are just its remnants.
That's because this very waterway we're sailing on used to be the dark tide itself. In these waters, gravity isn't the only thing that's inverted. Its very essence is too. Obstacles ahead. Let's get off here.
I might stop here because I got stuff to do tomorrow, and thanks for tuning in and have a good night.